When Mark returned with the pancakes, what he saw shattered his entire world. His son was standing there with a gun to his head. Without a second thought, the trigger was pulled. Mark rushed toward him with all his strength, trying to stop it, but before he could, Mark himself was shot. Just before losing consciousness, he forced himself to remember every face. When Mark opened his eyes, the doctor told him his son was no longer alive. The news hit him like a mountain and broke him completely. Mark took an immediate leave from the hospital and swore he would not leave those scoundrels alive. Mark was the head of a local crime syndicate. To avenge his son, he used his connections and reached a CIA agent. A deal was made, and the agent gave him a list of underground gangs. Mark ordered his men to find the culprits at any cost. 7 or 8 gangs were wiped out, but there was still no trace of his son's killers. Mark was stuck. Then Mike shared an important insight. The scoundrels had too much inside information. Someone had to be from the armored truck company. That's when Mark's eyes opened. He created a fake identity and applied for a job as a cash truck guard. To avoid suspicion, he deliberately passed all the tests. Once hired, the team leader took Mark alone. From handling weapons to managing cash and knowing the vault locations, Mark memorized the entire system in just one day. Before the shift ended, he secretly photographed everyone's ID badges. Mark stayed alert, waiting for the scoundrels to strike again. 3 months later, Mark and Dave were on a run when a distress call came in. Their truck was under attack. The scoundrels were angry over less money. They demanded more cash or threatened to hurt Dave. Dave was shaking with fear. Mark told him there was $2.5 million in the truck. If they handed it over, they wouldn't kill him. It was just money. Mark convinced Dave and drove to the drop point. As soon as they arrived, 2 cars surrounded them. The scoundrels pulled out the team leader and demanded the money bags. In a low voice, Mark told Dave to stay calm and trust him. He opened the back door and started throwing the bags one by one. Then, on purpose, Mark dropped one bag on the ground just to lure a scoundrel closer.